Hello friends, family, and other creatures of the sea. Welcome back to a high-level best of 3 between in the bottom right spawning. As a Red Terran player playing for Mouse Esports, it is a big Gabriel HeroMarinE. And in the top left playing for Liquid, it is Skillous here. Best of 3 between some of the best PvT players in all of Europe. Of course, HeroMarinE known for his solid Protoss versus Terran. As a well-known ladder beast, HeroMarinE often plays against Protoss players and is thus fairly familiar with all the crap that they can throw at him. On the other hand, Skillous is also a bit of a ladder beast, but also a tournament beast. He's a beast everywhere he goes. And this beast right now is gonna go play against HeroMarinE, starting with a cheeky little wall here. A Reaper wall. HeroMarinE these days, of course, a very big fan of the single gas expansions. It's funny when it comes to Terran build orders. It really feels like there are periods in time where Terrans kind of discover a new type of opener and they'll play it a lot, and then a couple of people will continue to play it and kind of mix it into their rotation of build orders, and other Terrans are like, all right, never mind, this was garbage, I'm gonna go back to what I'm used to. And that is the type of one gate expansions, or the one gas expansions. Marine into Factory, Marine into Reactor, Reaper into CC, that type of stuff. Just very standard openers. And the 2 gas, you know, it's kind of being cycled out. HeroMarinE tends to be a player that will cycle out one of these build orders and then brings it back in a tournament. You know, just throws it in there if he feels comfortable with it, that is, of course. For now, first build order is going to be just a standard Marine into Reactor. Heavy Marine count can skip the bunker on this particular map, as there is a high ground, and with 3 Marines coming out in time, that should be fine. No early scout though, so that is interesting to note. And we have a cybernetic score finishing at a pretty standard time. No warp gate. Okay, never mind. Warp gate does start, so no Stargate most likely. Nexus going down as well. Ooh, HeroMarinE. What is this? Ooh, HeroMarinE. This is a very rare builder that you actually almost never see. And there's a couple of reasons for that. The first reason is that these Reapers actually hit kind of late, and they're probably going to be revealed by your opponent's Adept Scout. Right? Because when did these Reapers finish at 58? No, a little bit earlier actually. 53, 54. They could potentially try and fight this. If you're Skillous, you're seeing just a single Marine out at this point and a Reactor done already, no fast factory behind it. It's like, wait, why is there so little unit? This makes no sense, right? So you're starting to think, you're starting to wonder, and maybe even want to recall this, because this really makes no sense at all, unless there's a proxy factory. So these are really the only setups that make sense. Is either a proxy factory at this point or the double Reaper. It feels like Skillous wasn't quite ready for this though. Probe is going to move into that assimilator. So you have a Prism coming out as the first unit. Can these drop down here? No, they can't. We'll need to run out of this area. It's a double gate opener into a Prism coming out of Skillous. I don't know. This just doesn't feel so great. Oh, weird opener. Do I like it? I'm not sure yet. Robotics facility as a follow-up. That I do like. Oh, he knows he's playing against 3 Rex though. That's a huge deal. Because against 3 Rex, Colossi drop is actually extremely strong. I know I've said it in the past already, but Colossi drop is one of these builds that is just so good to play around with if you're fighting against a 3 Rex opener. And I'm glad to see Skillous kind of agree with me on that. 2 adepts do get warped in. Is there a 3rd adept somewhere for one-shotting these workers, or what's kicking off here? Like, just 2 adepts are not going to achieve anything at all. Either you're going for 4 stalkers or you're going for 3 adept, but you can't go for two adepts. You'll be capable of maybe sniping this SCV, but that's about it. 3 adept, one-shot absolutely everything. That's not going to be the case here. Army starts making its way across the map as well on the side of HeroMarinE. It's not that many Marines, not that many Marauders. It's actually a fairly low amount. This is dealing so much damage. Skillous, very good start here in the first game of this best of 3. Just needs to make sure that he doesn't accidentally die, but with the Immortal popping out, a Sentry, a Zealot, an Adept, as well as a Battery not to forget, I think this will be just fine here. Marine count not high enough to really do any damage here whatsoever. 3 Marauder gets picked up, so that's a nice little start. And the Prism harass can continue in my mind right now. We have a gateway being thrown out here. Second gateway as well. Or I guess that's gateway 3 and 4 technically. Starport on the way. Skillous enters back into the main. He's like, I'm not done here yet actually. I have more to do. Really do feel like if there were 3 adepts here, he would have been capable of killing like 4 or 5, maybe 6 extra workers. Don't think it would have hurt him at all at home. Really like this opener. Now that I look at it more, it's like, yeah, this is cool. This actually is quite cool. Fast Prism Rush. Oop, takes out that Marine as well. So that looks good. Yeah, nice little build. Nice little build indeed here. Out of Skillous. Very late third base. Especially given that this was a Robo opener and not some type of Phoenix Colossus. Very late third for a Robo, but managed to get away with it because his opponent also has a very late third base with no fast triple CC. Skillous is opening up with a lot of Colossi, a lot of kind of these big units, so defending the initial push will not be difficult as long as you have vision of where the army is moving. Fighting the army is fine. However, if the army manages to circumvent yours, you don't have great catch. There's not going to be blink. There's no phoenixes that can control an airspace. And currently, the observer count is actually fairly low. So all of the Robotime pre-Colossus got used on the Prism and the Immortal for safety and a little bit of aggression, I guess. Usually that time is used for observers to provide vision later on in the game, but that is simply not possible in this scenario. Skillous not going for a Colossus drop is somewhat surprising in my opinion. I think it is the most common follow-up if you're playing against 3-Rex and you did open with Robo. So not seeing that is kind of weird almost. Charge coming in first rather than going for Blink. Now, once again, that carries the risk of not having any catch whatsoever. And I'm maybe a little bit afraid of that. But at the same time, if you survive and you get to set up a timing push, life becomes so beautiful for you. You don't have to invest anything more in Stalkers, just pure charge lots. You can add in 2-3 Archons. You have an insane timing with what? 3-4 Immortals, 3 Colossi, 2-3 Archons, and the rest just pure Zealots. No crappy Stalkers that try to snipe Medivacs or anything of the sort. There is a drop into the... Well, we tried to go in towards the natural, but units are in position and the Pylon spotted it as well. Uh-oh, here comes a siege up of these tanks. Drop continues. No, drop is actually going to move towards the middle. Might try to help out this little army that right now is being completely butchered by these Colossi and Immortal. Can you drop on top of this? I don't think you actually can. This is too much. Simply too much. There's a lot of Marines. They need to drop one by one out of these Medivacs. They're not going to be capable of doing that. Templar Archives on the way. 3 more gateways as well. Ay, ay, ay. Is he going to go into the main base? I don't think that's quite possible. Well, maybe it is actually. There's nothing really stopping HeroMarinE from doing that. I mean, there's not a single Stalker in position. This is just one Colossus. No battery here either. Zealots. Oh, did he try to force out a recall and then the recall didn't happen or what? What was this? This was a weird little move, honestly. Skillous with a great trade there, that's for sure. Now getting that Templar Archives indeed. Gets his own... he gets 9 kills with his own Prism. I think he's really far ahead. Look how late this third base is here for HeroMarinE. Prism does get sniped. That's frustrating, but can just be rebuilt. Immortal count is at 2 or 3 already. It's at 3. Look how powerful this army looks. It really does pack a punch. You're going to be capable of morphing in 3 Archons as well in the near future. The moment your gates are going to become available for it. Yep, there we go. 4 Templars immediately. Next 2 will get warped in as well, most likely, as there's still 300 gas in the bank. And the only thing the Robo wants to produce at this point is, I guess, a Prism. And then just go for it. There is pretty mediocre vision on the other side of the map, so moving out could be considered dangerous. But at the same time, it's such a massive advantage right now that not moving out also kind of feels stupid. HeroMarinE in a world of trouble, as Medivac is going to try to deal some damage in the main base. We have a double drop towards the right side as well. Still working off of 4 gases is Skillous. There's a charged Archon army in the main. Okay, here we go. This Pylon's going to be cancelled. This is the problem of not having Blink, right? It can be so difficult to actually catch anything. So you need to force your opponent back either with a drop or with something else, or you need to accidentally clear a drop, and then you kind of take it from there. Because right now these Medivacs are just flying around. This is a queued up drop. Isn't doing anything at all. Actually, that drop ends up dying, and this will be the trigger pool moment here for Skillous. Says, hey, I just cleared your drop. That means the left side is secure. I can keep some army on the right. And then I'm just going to push out with this. This is still a very powerful army. There's only 2 Vikings ready. SCVs could be taken out over here. Sadly, no Prism with this army quite yet. So we're moving in forward. Lots of damage on this little command center. Tank trying to move into position as well. Rest of Skillous' army pushing forward. Does he want to wait for +2? I think he'd probably want to wait for +2. HeroMarinE does not have proper vision of what is going on exactly. It's the 3rd Colossi moving over. Disruptor, 4th base. And this is going to be a 2 base versus 3 base scenario in which the Protoss also is just up in supply. Up in upgrades. And a better army comp. There's no Ghost and there's more than 2 Archons. That usually is not a very good sign for the Terran player. Can we go here? Stalker count getting a little bit high. Would be good to snipe Vikings, perhaps. Oh, here goes Skillous. Pre-split. Guardian Shield gets used. Can we snipe these Vikings? There we go. 1 Viking goes down. 2nd Viking gets sniped as well. Colossi largely still staying alive. Good control with the Prism as well in the back. So every single Viking will get taken out before a single Colossi will even fall. And this, my dear friends, is going to be it for game number 1. 4 Immortals going on, going strong. 3rd base gets blasted. GG gets called and Skillous wins game numero 1. And in game number 2 here on Grassvan, we once again have that fast command center coming out of HeroMarinE. No Scout, Reaper first. And this interesting Pylon placement that a lot of Protoss players have kind of taken to. Which I just find, I don't want to say weird, it's just a little odd. It really does feel like it's a massive risk here if you're opening up against anything aggressive from Terran. You don't have a wall on the low ground. Not gonna get a battery. So yeah, I'm curious what Skillous' follow-up plan actually is going to be. As we see the standard bunker appear over here. First Adept pops out and we'll try to fight off this Reaper. Not sure if he's gonna try to move across the map. He might. No, I don't think he will actually. Could get it? No, won't. HeroMarinE was thinking of going up into the natural. Luckily he didn't, because there is a Pylon there and it would have been a death sentence. Oh, it's going to be a little bit of an interesting move here. Skillous missing the Reaper movement. He's gonna lock this one in. And now starts moving across the map. As the reactor finishes up, Starport is on the way. We have our first Hellion coming out. 1 Marine in the bunker here. Reaper will poke up onto this area. I'll try to jump over that wall with any grenade movements, any grenade micro. This Adept connects to the Reaper. Car escapes. It's a big deal. No hit either on it. Because it's such an open area here, it will be difficult to deny a scout towards the main if Reaper plus Hellion goes in. Right, there's 2 units, it's not enough to kill both. Not saying that these units are going to get any damage done, but they can definitely go by and go for that scout if they want to. They could figure out the tech right now, but I think HeroMarinE feels confident in his call on what it is. Probably believes that it is Twilight, because he's going for a Mind Drop. Mind Drop not great against any type of Phoenix opener. So far, just a pretty macro-oriented opener actually coming out of Skillous. 2 gateways into a robotics facility, and then a Nexus. It's one of these build orders that we don't see a whole lot anymore, and for a pretty decent reason. Just fallen completely out of the meta game. Partly due to the Raven change, of course. Ravens being so common and a very strong unit against this type of start. But also just because the 3-gate and 4-gate builds are allow you to deal some damage. Yes, they delay your 3rd base, but dealing damage often is better than trying to deny damage. So here we go. Blink not quite done yet. It's the first mine gets the burrow, and that is going to cost Skillous 1 worker. 2nd mine goes on the ramp, and that's going to cost Skillous another bad boy. Ooh. Matter of fact, does get taken out. So 2 workers, 1 mineral line pool for 2 mines and a medevac. I think that is a very fine trade here for Skillous. Follow-up is not going to be a Raven, it seems like. Oh no, never mind, I said nothing. Raven is already out here, ready to go across the map. With the Reaper and the Hellion, surely they saw that there's a 3rd base already, yeah. Now a Prism as a follow-up. Forge as well coming in, and a third gas. I wonder what Skillous' plans are here. A little bit of counter pressure to start with, I guess. We have what? 9 Stalkers. Prism coming in. Is there even a tank out? There's one, but I'm not quite sure if this is enough. Stim halfway done. Ooh, Observer gets to get out of there. That's an expensive mistake out of HeroMarinE. Loses 225 minerals. Doesn't even get the Observer. Retarget. With the turret. As this blink inside of the main base is going to take out a bunch of these Marines here. It's the micro. The secondary micro needs to be good with the Prism. All blinks on top of these Marauders as well. Huge damage being dealt. 1350 resources lost against 775. At the same time, an auto turret is absolutely having a blast on the other side of the map. 6 workers gone down. And these Stalkers are starting to fall as well. I think resources loss-wise, this is still favorable right now for Skillous. HeroMarinE has a Raven out, and more importantly, Skillous doesn't quite have the infrastructure to transition into a safe and solid mid game. Yes, there's plenty of workers, but the problem I have here is infrastructure. The problem is always infrastructure for Protoss whenever you're playing Blink builds. You need to get the gates out in a timely fashion, otherwise you're just going to straight up lose the game. Medevacs trying to move out will not get spotted by this Observer. Oh, Medevacs just made a little bit of a fake move. It's a trick shot. Definitely tricked Skillous. It's like, oh, the units are still here? Interesting. I guess Skillous didn't see anything, so he had no clue what was going on. Can't get tricked if you never scout. That's the way it's supposed to be. Immortal coming out on the way. 3 more gateways as well, with 4 already done. So going up to 7. Batteries moving, being thrown down here as well. This Marine doesn't quite get sniped. Double Pylons will get blasted here. And I wonder if a fort base is something that's on Skillous' mind yet. I don't think so. Prism in the main base. Big Zealot warp in. No pickups at all on these Zealots. There we go. 7 Zealots going in. Do we have the vision? Yes, there's plenty of vision. Pylon see everything that's happening here. Recall is available. It's not being cast right now. Skillous, too focused on the other side of the map with his Zealots, is going to pay the price as this arrives in the main base. And oh no, ARTOSIS Pylon gets taken out. That is 5 gateways that are now completely unpowered. Where's the rest of the army? Here we go. No Zealots to help out here whatsoever. And probes are going to start falling at a very rapid pace right now. Can we get a blink away? No, we can't. I think this might actually just be at 1100 minerals in the bank for Skillous, but he can't produce, does not have the infrastructure anymore. This has been completely depowered. He saw it coming, but he didn't see it. He was busy with his own Prism, with his own Zealot, with his own damage. And HeroMarinE said, thank you for the opportunity. And thanks for the good memories. But this game is over, my friend. 96 applied to 62. 3rd CC finishing up as well right now. And as the main base has gone down, I don't even think that Skillous can fight for this main anymore. Like, you can try. Oh, he gets out. No way. And now these Stalkers are also gonna die. You can't be serious. Oh, Medevac is going to get sniped, but for 2 Stalkers, not sure if I'd make that trade in this position. Understand what Skillous was going for. Trying to blink after those Medevacs. Trying to get back into the game, but it's not quite going to cut it. What is the current barracks count at? It's still only at 3. 2 more can be added. As HeroMarinE pushes forward. Burrow on these 2 mines. You have +2. What is this? 40%, 30% done. And the Immortal coming out soon as well. Yeah. Oh, where did these Zealots come from? Oh, there's a Prism again. That's actually kind of big. Zealots are being annoying, taking out some units. Super Battery and 3 Immortals in position. Super Battery, there we go. Does get utilized here. Ooh, Observer almost gets taken out, but not quite. I don't think even a Super Battery can help out right now, though. Well, maybe? Skillous with the comeback. Is he making it happen? 18 SCVs have gone down. This 3rd CC forced to lift. Still, yeah. Still a supply lead though for our good friend HeroMarinE. Fort Barracks now finishing up. So the main CC is finishing up for Skillous once more. And once you get an orbital here, you're just looking at like a 6, 7, 8 supply. Or sorry, 6, 7, 8 worker lead. Ooh. Skillous saw that. Yeah, but wasn't in position to deal with it. If he had been capable of sniping like 2 medevacs there, maybe, but not like this. I don't think so. 4 more zealots can be warped in, but 4 more zealots aren't going to cut it here. +2 about to finish up, so that's something at least. Maybe with a Guardian Shield, you clear this army first for free. Ooh, Observer gets blasted. That is painful. That is a painful little start immediately here. Now you don't have division anymore. That means you need to gamble where you want to attack, how you want to attack, when you want to attack. Skillous sends it now. But, yeah, no way, right? Oh, +2 actually, dealing a lot of damage. Guardian Shield was definitely helping out as well. 1 Immortal gets sniped. Good control out of HeroMarinE. SCVs being pulled, could hold position and try and block some of these zealots. Mines moving in, 90 supply against 70. More reinforcements moving forward as well. And with the Immortal as the final thing left, I do believe this is going to be game over here right now. And you have some sentries, some zealots. I'm not sure what... I think Skillous isn't completely aware of his position, but he did go for a desperation attack, so it feels like he might be aware of his position. He's going for a counter-attack with these Stalkers. We'll just blink back home. Does he have a recall? Has a recall available, has a super battery available. If he's in position and deals with this, kills 12 more workers. Maybe it's possible, but good luck killing 12 more workers, I guess. It's not as easy as it sounds. He's gonna get a couple more. Super battery could get activated here, like I said. Mines are non-existent in this army. Battery's gonna get blasted before the rest of the army arrives. Stalkers are being pushed back as well right now. And yeah, this is just truly it. I think Skillous will have to leave right now. It is fairly over. 1 more Zealot warp in, and with a Guardian Shield in. Hold out a little longer, but it's just not going to be good enough. Marauders get picked up individually. Probes starting to fall as the rest of the army moves towards the right side as well. HeroMarinE is going to tie up this series with a 1-1 score. Game number 3 here on Ancient Cistern. One of the greatest maps in the current map pool, if you're a Protoss lover. It's the first time in this series that we don't see an actual Reaper wall coming out of Skillous. I always like seeing Reaper walls. I always enjoy seeing Reaper walls, yeah. I think it's a good thing to be capable of building Reaper walls. Helps you in a lot of cases. Every now and again, though, you build a Reaper wall, and you have like these little spots where they can jump up, and then they bump over your wall, but you kind of forget that that's possible. So you have a Reaper wall, you're feeling safe, feeling good, and then they pull that move, and all of a sudden you're completely out of position. That never feels so nice. So if you're only planning on building 2 gateway units in the early game, and you have a Reaper wall, and you gotta make sure to still pay attention to that wall. It's not 100%, you know, it's not 100% foolproof. Like 99% solid, but ooh, double gas coming out of HeroMarinE. This is what I was talking about in game number 1. Is that he'll mix it in every now and again. Ooh. As if he's actually in a bit of trouble. Good control out of Skillous. Forced 3 SCVs away already. It's frustrating always for the Terran to have to deal with that garbage. Can recall this worker. You don't have to. Can also let it die and try to get some more scouting information. See if there's a second Reaper behind this or if it's going to be Reaper into Reactor. Ooh. Factory is on the way. So at least you confirm that the first factory, or that the factory is being built in the main base. It's not going to be some type of proxy. Here we go. It's a suicide mission of this probe. It's trying to get the kills there. HeroMarinE microing away. So we do see a recall here on this probe. Nice control out of Skillous. And he's been as annoying as possible with that bad boy after being locked in. No, he said, all right, you've decided my fate for me. And now I'm going to, you know, try and kill some SCVs. Nothing to lose anymore anyway. And with that attitude, you get recalled back on. If you do nothing with that probe and just patrol it around like a little idiot, you don't deserve a recall. Oh, no. Ooh. HeroMarinE there, kind of forgetting, I guess, that there could be an Adept out. Just wandering around with that Reaper, and now it's trying to jump in once more. There's no second Reaper on the high ground quite yet. As this bad boy is going to get a scout on the Stargate. That is kind of big. That is kind of huge. Reaper should anticipate, or this Adept should anticipate the movement over here. Did not do that properly. Did not do that properly at all. I'm a little bit disappointed by that, actually. So this bad boy does go towards the low ground. Reaper comes in. Might get a kill on one of these workers. No. Pulled away in time. High ground could be an issue here. Hellion comes in as well. Second Reaper moving forward. HeroMarinE feels like he's outplaying his opponent a little bit here, as this Adept now is in trouble, and I think it's going to end up dying. I don't think this Reaper will die, and that means it's going to be 1-0 in favor of HeroMarinE when it comes to this interaction. Third Reaper is out. That means that you probably need to run away, and you can't continue fighting here. Ay. HeroMarinE stayed around for too long. Once you see a third gateway unit and all you have is 2 Reaper, 1 Hellion, just go home. You've already achieved what you wanted. You forced a third gateway unit and you had killed the first Adept. Like, that is a fantastic start there. Why would you want to continue going? Now you end up losing every single unit that you ever had, and it wasn't worth it. It simply was not worth it. 2 mines moving out on the map, wanting to do something. This medevac is very late. I don't know why that medevac is so late. It's supposed to be way quicker. Phoenix is like, hey, wait a second. I know what you're doing. But hello? It's an interesting move. I mean, you can tank 1 mine hit. That's not the end of the world. Cyclone on the way behind this. What was this? Is this going to be an attack out of HeroMarinE? Like a 1-1-1 type of attack anyway. I think it might just be Marines trying to deal damage. Cyclone popping out in 4 or 5 seconds from now. Skillous needs to be so careful here. Can't just wander in there without caring about the consequences. Triple Phoenixes will find the medevac. Uh-oh. Medevac in a bit of trouble. Mine in a bit of trouble, actually. Will get taken out. But here comes the Cyclone. Does get a lock-on. Great movement out of Skillous. Completely destroying his opponent here in the early game. Let's forget about the fact that we're currently supply blocked and this Pylon is a bit late. But if it isn't for that, this has been an almost flawless early game after losing that first Adept. This Cyclone is very far forward, perhaps risking a bit too much. I think Skillous is going to jump on this, and I think that HeroMarinE needs to start running back home. There's nothing HeroMarinE can do here. First tank is out right now. There's 5 Phoenixes, there's charge on the way. We have a lot of gateway units as well. First 2... 3, no, just 2 Marines get taken out. I love this. Second Cyclone, that's not the first tank. My apologies. We'll need to scan to get the kill on this. Doesn't get the scan. Oh, look at the control here. Never mind. Loses it in the end. I thought the control was good enough there, but it wasn't. Maybe 1 more Marine can be taken out. No. And now we see the scout here. Sees barracks 2 and 3 after the command center and knows exactly what's going on here. Snipes the medevac. Skillous is absolutely on fire here. Taking out unit after unit. Resources lost 1125 to 375. Heavily favoring our blue Protoss player. This is some beautiful stuff coming out of him. Forge on the way as well. We have our charge, which is 70% done at this point. It's beautiful. If upgrades just take 100 seconds, it's so easy to get the percentage done. I wish every upgrade was 100 or 50 or 200 seconds. Nothing in between. The mental... Like, what is this? 121 seconds? How am I going to put that into percentages? I need to do... You know, I need to use my brain there. This is not something that I want to do. Stop it. Please. To do mathematics. It's not my strong suit. 3 more gateways are on the way. We have +1 attack over armor, despite opting for a low gas. No, actually, 4 gas. Maybe it's fine with Archon. Maybe it's fine. Yeah, okay, I can dig it. Actually, I can dig it. Phoenix count is at 7. One of the things that's actually really cool in this type of scenario is if you scout your opponent going for the reactor, is to add in a late Oracle still, so you can pick up mines when you're attacking into something. I think that Skillous has a really good shot at just moving in here. Combat shield stim not done yet. Oh, HeroMarinE in trouble. Every valuable unit gets lifted here. Cyclone, tank, all getting completely blasted right now. Turret not done yet either. These tanks get lifted again, and these Marines just getting completely slaughtered here by the ground force. Vikings get completely blown out of the water as well, or blown out of the air, I guess. 106 supply against 65. HeroMarinE forced to go back. Could not have gotten these zealots thrown in his face at the worst time. Pre-stim, pre-combat, pre-+1. Tanks not in position either. I think it is safe to say that he moved out too fast. Lost the command center as a result as well. And this, I mean, this should be game. It's 11 Marines against a massive army. 4 bases on the way already. We probably should have a robotics facility going up behind this as well. And maybe continuing your upgrades. But Skillous is in such a good position. Wait, what? There's 4 tech labs. That's very rare to see. 4 tech lab Marauder production. Wow. You literally never see that. It's always 3 tech labs, 2 reactors. Almost always. This is very rare. It's not even that great against Zealots either. Or Phoenixes. You know, it's good against heavy Stalker Colossus stuff maybe, but against the current army comp, meh, not so much. And the work account is just going to continue growing here as well, right? Still no extra upgrade coming in though. It is somewhat frustrating. Single medevac. Oh my god, this is gonna get caught. You can't be serious. Skillous paying attention? Yes, he's paying attention. This is game. This is GG. If I'm HeroMarinE here, I'm leaving the game. If I'm HeroMarinE, I would have left the game like half a minute ago. Like a minute and a half ago, maybe even. But yeah, losing 4 of your mines. The only unit that is semi-viable in this position. Yeah, I don't think I'd still be in here. Single mine now with this army, which means that the Zealots are going to be so darn powerful. Will get taken out though. HeroMarinE with a good start of the fight. Mines burrowing in from the back. We'll take out some of these flanking Zealots, but here come the medevacs. Archons coming in clutch as well. Lots of lifts on Marines, on Marauders, on absolutely everything. As these medevacs going to be in some trouble if they decide to try and pick up. GG gets called. Skillous wins the series with a 2-1 score. And that, my dear friends, is going to be it for me today. And thanks all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see all of you next time as well. I kind of want to see where it really went wrong. It's just like all these units, all the Reapers and the Hellions get taken out. And then this is super painful as well. Get like these little interactions where... Did he end up killing the medevac? I can't quite recall. Gets the mine and deals a lot of damage on the medevac. Doesn't lose any of the Phoenixes. Just feels so good, right? And you know that a push is coming. So full information, full on blast with the gateways, just getting units out. You have 3 gateways here. Yeah, this is fantastic build order for Skillous. Really, really good stuff. Really nice. And deserves the win in this series for sure. All right, thanks for watching and bye-bye.